Hi, welcome everyone. Thank you very much for coming over to all the way to JB. This has been a result for the last 6 months of work that we have put in together from the team in Malaysia, in Thailand, and of course our also extended team in Mongolia. So once again, we have about 890 over people that sign up for this event, coming over from 15 different cities. Further away, we have speakers from Mongolia, we have US, we have people coming from Hong Kong, Indonesia, Brunei. It's really like the first ever regional event down here in JB that I would say that this is probably one of the largest technology and business conference in Iskandar, Malaysia's histories. And without our partners, we can really do it. And I would really like to thank them one more time to our state government, Johor state government, Visit Johor, Iskandar, Malaysia, I2M, Madini, CleverTap, IMS, Magic, UEM, MAVCAP, MDV, IRDA, as well as Sunway Iskandar, as well as a lot of supporting partner around here. Now, being a community builder for the last 5 years, a lot of things that people ask me whenever I go to conference, when I visit some other cities, talking to the ecosystem and the community, people always ask me one question. Tell me more about the Johor startup ecosystem. Why are you so passionate about doing this thing, and why are you doing this thing? And we actually did a report earlier last year for our state government to get their support, because we say the ecosystem down here is growing, but it needed much more attention for the community, because there's a lot of potential down here that you guys didn't realize. And they say, hey, we are a new government, we come in, we want to see what exactly this is all about. And let me just tell you a little bit about this ecosystem down here. From 5 startups when we first started 5 years ago to about 50 startups today, all the startups in JB have in total created more than 400 jobs and contributed 160 million into our Johor state GDP. And on average, when we did the research, we realized that it takes them 4.5 years to hit at least 10 million revenue or valuation in this city. The thing is this, the ecosystem is very young. Then there's a lot of young startups around here. We have a few that has been there for the last many years, and they've been all doing very well, investing back to the ecosystem, helping the startups. But what can we do more? What did we find out in this report? Is that we realize capital is really missing out in this ecosystem. We start tracking back 5 years back. We realize capital money in terms of equity financing, debt financing, grant from the governments, in total there is only 22 million ringgit that has been actually invested into startups in Johor. But they have today in total have a combined valuation of 467 million ringgit. And what that means to us is that actually, if you have to invest in every single startup that starts from Johor for the last 5 years until today, you have made about 20x your money. Right? So, hence this is the premise of our events. I want to show you some of the success stories, but because time is running late, so I'm just going to flash through all the startups that is super cool in our ecosystem that you should definitely check it out. And it's all in the report, right? We also check out the startup co-working space ecosystem that has boomed in this town, right? When we first started our first co-working space in town, we were the 6th co-working space in Iskandar, Malaysia, 2 years ago in December 2017. Right now, today, as of today, we have 46 co-working space in town that spans across Iskandar, Malaysia, that takes up close to 300,000 square feet, right? There's a lot of challenge and advantage for this ecosystem. It's always the same questions that people are talking about in different ecosystems. But what we wanted to do this round is to basically really go and address this and share all this talent acquisition, market access, operating costs, access to funding, and use BaseConf to provide a platform to actually help our local entrepreneurs to showcase their startups, their innovation across the region to the global, and at the same time bring in the region to really take a look at what Johor has to offer, right? Base Conference, when we first created it, we only have one choice, one thing that we wanted to do. There's only one main objective. We want to create this as a platform to really make it as a testament to tell our government, to tell our people in the country, to also tell the region and the world. There is serious innovation that is actually going on down here in Johor. And we wanted you to see it. Hence, we are doing this event to bring everybody here. And it's not been easy. We initially target to about 1,500 people, but I'm happy because all of you show up today. So I want you guys to give yourself a round of applause. Thank you very much for supporting the ecosystem. What we want to commit, right? What we want to commit and do is to continue to run this event and continue to scale it twice the size for the next 5 years. And I hope with this event, whatever we can show you today and tomorrow, I hope you can see the potential of Johor and come back to support us for the next 5 years to grow this ecosystem down here together and tell people that Malaysia is not just about KL. You can actually build a great startup company in anywhere else in the world. It could be in Malacca, it could be in JB, it could be in Kuching, it could be in Penang. It doesn't have to always be in the main capital city. And that's what I have to say. I know there's a lot of issues with the registration and people are still coming in. But I want to thank you for your patience. I hope you enjoy your time for the next 2 days. Thank you very much.